Dobro jutro za, srećne javije, dobro jutro za, srećne javije, dobro jutro za, srećne javije, šoli boju mene uzije.
Alright guys, welcome to this minimal packing video, Croatia style. We spent 10 days here in Croatia, and these are all the things, absolutely all the things that I brought on this minimal packing experience to Croatia. So come and join me in. Let's go through all the stuff I brought. Let's start up here with all the clothing, and then we will go over there to all the electronics. So let's start here. So everything came in this Peak Design 30-liter pack. Absolutely, I keep using this bag for all my travels. I find it to be the most versatile with all the compartments and all the little pouches on the side. Very, very minimal. So let's get started. Here we go. So Croatia, this is our soccer support jersey for Croatia. We have our convertible pants. These are Columbia pants, and you can convert them to shorts. Very minimal style, quick drying. Now we have another shirt here, the zip Arc'teryx shirt, the long sleeve Nike with a hoodie. This is for running and nights when it gets a little cold. Then we have the North Face shorts, also very thin, quick drying, swimming, running. I would use them, wash them, and dry them. Very, very easy to do, quick. Also, this here is our warming area, so we have Sunrunner gloves. We've seen these before. We have the Arc'teryx balaclava and the Arc'teryx hoodie. All this in case it got cold. It came in handy a couple of nights. We have 2 pairs of underwear, the Outdoor Resurge helium jacket, and the Arc'teryx vest. Very, very minimal. See how minimal it is. Easy to carry and does a great job with what it needs to do. Now these are the only pairs of shoes, well, real shoes that I bought for walking and running. And here we go. This is the 2 pairs of socks and also the water shoes. Now here in Croatia, you've heard about this, the rocky beaches. So these are the Fit Kicks. We've used these before a couple times. They're minimal, they dry easy, they're good for walking around in very, very rocky areas. This is the deep woods that we use for mosquitoes. A lot of toiletries here. We actually bought this here, this deodorant here, and we are almost done with it, and we'll leave it behind. Now everything that I was not wearing fit into this Eagle Creek bag here, this very minimal bag, and that was really convenient. Now this is a security belt that we were using. It's got RFID protection, went around my waist and used to carry money, etc. Passport came in really handy. I'm trying this out because our next trip is to Italy, where I hear that you need to be very, very safe with that kind of thing. So here's our sunglasses, Oakley's, and our Arc'teryx belt. And there you have it, guys. This is the clothing aspect of our travel for 10 days. That's what we used. Would I change anything? You know, it wasn't that cold. I would have probably not brought the balaclava and the Sunrunner gloves, but I wasn't sure. The temperatures, from what I was reading, fluctuate from cold to warm, so I just, you know, very minimal. I guess I could have not brought those, but I'm glad I did. It was very minimal. Now, the electronics, a couple of new things to show you guys here. So let's start right here at this corner. So this is our main driver. You've seen this camera before. This is a Sony A7R II with the 24 to 240 lens. Fantastic camera. Zoom ins, slow motion, absolutely awesome. And it all carried in here into this Arc'teryx fanny pack. And let's see, what else do we have here? Some shower caps from Argentina, and we use those in case it rains. We put them over the camera. Didn't need them on this trip, but I'm glad they were there in case it started raining. Also, we have the charging station for the 2 batteries that go with this camera. There's also one in there, so there's 3 batteries. And here's all the let's see, all the cards that we had extra. We didn't use any of these, but they were extra in case we filled up. We have 1, 2, 3 128 gigabyte cards, and these are for the GoPros that we didn't use. A couple of very minimal tripods for cameras, and this is, I'm going to put a picture here for you guys of what this is for. A couple of rubber bands tied together, used for watching movies on my phone while we were traveling on the boats or on the plane, as you can see here. Very useful, easy, and it keeps you from having to hold your phone in front of you or craning your neck downward to watch your phone. Alright, charging station. So this is what we're using to charge our equipment. This is a European converter. This would actually go into here, or this would go into here, depending on how far the outlets are from the wall. Here you can see right by the bed there's an outlet that you could put the European converter, this one, and then to there you would probably want to use this one. It's a 3-foot homemade cord that I made using a couple of things from the local Home Depot. It's 3 feet long. This end goes in here, this end connects to this, and this actually has 3 USB charging, fast charging ports that we would connect. Typically this one, this is the fan charging station. It has this USB end that goes in here, and then all these types of attachment, the micro USB, the USB-C, the iPhone, another micro USB, another iPhone, and this could be taken off to use as a, let me see, this is also a USB-C. So a lot of versatility here with charging. And this is an extension for USB in case you're on the plane and you can charge stuff on the seat. This would go on the USB connector under the seat or next to the seat, and it would give you about 2 or 3 feet of charging distance, so you can plug in whatever you want to charge while you're on the plane, or any type of USB outlet. A couple of small cords. This is a micro USB with an iPhone attachment, a shorter iPhone cord, an Apple Watch charger, and that's pretty much all the wires, guys, to charge all this electronic equipment. Now moving on, this is the Bose noise cancellation headset pouch, and these headsets I'm actually using right now to charge or to record this video. It actually has a better sound recording ability. Put this little, oh, this is for the audio cable that we used when we rented a car to drive from Zagreb south to Split. And a lot of these cars internationally, now they have USB, but it's such a puzzle to figure that out, how to connect your phone USB to the car. So a lot of them still have the audio jack, and so this came in handy to listen to podcasts and travel advice while we were driving. Now this is the minimal pouch where all the electronics fit that I wasn't carrying on my body. And let's see, here are the Apple AirPods, fully charged, ready to go for tomorrow on the plane. Now this is a change I would make. This is a 128 gigabyte storage flash drive. And on one end it has an iPhone, on the other side it has a USB. This I didn't end up using. It has a lot of workouts, but nowadays what you can do is you can download a lot of those workouts that I use from YouTube directly onto the phone, so you can use them offline. So that's what I'm going to start doing from now on. So I'm going to stop bringing this. However, I could see this being handy for someone who records a lot on their iPhone and needs to download some of that footage off their iPhone and onto a portable device, because you can plug this directly on your iPhone and take a lot of the footage from the iPhone into this and then delete it off your iPhone and still have it. So it's an external memory card if you happen to need that. Alright, so now there we go. So here we have a minimal tripod that has flexible feet, but this was actually connected to this for the GoPro and it broke. So this is actually going to stay behind, but I'll keep bringing that. Here's the minimal travel pin for signing documents, etc. Some money, euros and kuna, which is what they use here in Croatia. Some spare change, euros and kuna. Passport, minimal wallet with some credit cards, and some more electronic fun stuff. New to the travel family is the GoPro Fusion, so I'm going to start using that. You'll see some of the footage from the Fusion integrated into the Epic Croatia video coming out in a couple weeks or a couple months, because the post-processing for this takes forever. This is the pouch where this goes in, and the extra battery. So there's 2 batteries for that. You know, I'm glad I brought 2 batteries. I didn't need them. I only ended up using 1, but it was a spare. It's always good to have a spare battery. Why not? Now this is a spare portable battery, very flat, that I would use for recording long walkthroughs with the GoPro Session 5. So here we go. This is a setup. Let me show you this rig. So this is a rig that I set up. This is a Stuntman chesty. It goes on your chest. This is the Evo gimbal, and this is the Session 5. Now this around your chest, everything turned on, works beautifully for recording walking, running, any type of movement that you want to capture. So you're going to see a new segment of videos coming up on my channel where I show you walkthroughs of different places, etc. Now, this is the pouch, the Zhiyun crane pouch, the Zhiyun gimbal that I use to transport this gimbal in here. This would go into the Ziploc bag, and this is the spare battery and the flat USB-C cable that I would use in case I needed to plug in power into the gimbal. Let's say I'm doing a long walk, and typically the actual camera can record about 60, 70 minutes worth of footage before it needs to get charged. So as it's recording, I would plug in this cable into the camera as it's running and give it much more distance or ability to keep recording beyond what the camera is able to do, having this battery connected by the cable to the GoPro. Now the gimbal itself can actually record up to 4 hours worth of stabilization, so it actually did really well. So you'll see some of these new videos coming out on my channel. Now next to here, well, let me finish up with the Fusion. The Fusion is mounted onto this Manfrotto tripod, or a stick that extends a very long distance, maybe about 5.5 feet or so, and then it's mounted onto this tripod that together makes it really stable and able to take very high up selfies and footage. Now here we go. This is the reader that I brought, the Nook reader for reading on the plane and reading on the beach. This is the Apple Watch that I currently have. This is the Apple Watch 2nd gen, and I'm looking forward to the 4th generation that's waiting for me at home right now. Now, finally, let's finish up here. This is 2 cases that are extra batteries for the iPhone 10 that I'm using right now. I would use one of these cases on the iPhone during the day. When the iPhone battery would go down, then I would turn this on. These batteries are awesome. You can turn them on and it can start charging the iPhone. When the iPhone reaches full capacity or near full capacity, you can turn this off and then turn it back on later as the iPhone battery goes down. I would probably go through one of these during the day and then have one of these charging in the room as I'm using the other one. So I would switch back and forth. At night I would put one on, during the day I would put the other one and switch. Very useful technique. Highly recommended, because the iPhone, when I'm traveling and recording a lot of video, the battery would go down quickly. Alright. Last but not least, here's all the maps and documents that I printed for this trip, starting in Zagreb, going down to Plivice National Park, then to Split down here, then a ferry over to Hvar, then another ferry down to Dubrovnik. Then we did a couple of excursions to Bosnia and to Montenegro. So look out for that video, guys, coming out soon, the Epic Croatia. And last, very, very last, this is a watertight bag that we use when going into the ocean or going to the beach or lakes, where we felt that maybe we would want to carry our passports or money or phones in there. Even though the iPhone is waterproof, I still want to protect it. So that's what that is. And there you go, guys. This is our minimal packing video for Croatia 2018, 10 days. Hope to see you guys on the next one. And don't forget to check out the epic Croatia video coming out soon. Safe travels.
Ti bogatiju, niti mome srcu